Testing 1, 2. Test your mic.
Testing 1, 2.
Testing 1, 2. Syphilis. Al Capone died of syphilis.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. In prison.
Well, he got it in prison.
That I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to the Rev and Filo podcast. This is our official first episode.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see how this goes. Filo brings up the subjects. Rev, I guess, gives his opinion.
Yeah, because we all love his opinion.
Yes. Wow, it's the only valid one. That's for sure. So what do you got for us today, Filo?
All right. Well, today.
Oh, I'm sorry. Filo, you didn't say what's up, did you?
I did. Well, kind of.
Introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Filo, and this is our podcast.
And I am the Rev. You didn't know that already. All right, go ahead.
So, Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year, Rev.
Oh, yeah, Happy New Year, dude.
So, I looked up this study.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard last year. I didn't hear about it last year. I just found out. It's called Dry January.
Okay.
And in 2017, people took January off of drinking.
Right.
Turns
So
out
it's a New Year's resolution thing.
kind of, yeah. I guess.
Right. What do you think people do more? Stop drinking or go to the gym in the first month of January?
I think they go to the gym.
I think it's a combination of things. I think it's I don't know. I want to stop drinking. That's something that I was thinking about at the beginning of this year. Anyways, proceed.
Well, there's the survey taken by University of Sussex.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sussex?
They did three. Yeah, Sussex. They took 3 online surveys.
Mm-hmm.
It was all curated by Dr. Richard D. Visser.
The Visser? Uh-huh.
And
Good reading.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
thanks. So the first survey was done dry January of 2017,
Okay.
and they took about 2,821 participants.
Okay.
And then they did another survey in February with another 1,715 participants, and one in August 2017 and with 816 participants.
And these are all separate months, and then they polled people who didn't drink for a whole month.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so they
So 3 separate months they did the study.
yes.
Gotcha.
So we have a list of the benefits from this study. And the benefits from all 3 of these surveys.
You mean there's benefits from not drinking?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Who would have known? I thought,
I thought drinking was required for long life. Uh-huh.
that's what a lot of 100-year-olds say.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. The key to a long life is 1 glass of whiskey. Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
I drink whiskey. That shit does not make me want to live.
I hope I live to 100 and people ask me so I could just lie.
And tell them drink whiskey every day?
Yeah, just be like, I needed like a 20 ounce of Coke every day.
What the fuck?
And I lived forever.
Just 20 ounces of cocaine,
Yeah.
huh? That's a lot of Coke. 20 ounces.
Or just swim in a tub
How
of
much
whiskey.
is in a kilo? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither.
I just said what was off the top of my head.
How much is... Okay. See, now I want to know how many fucking...
Well, look it up.
20 ounces is a lot. Okay, hold on. Okay. When you buy... Usually weed and cocaine come in grams. Like
Right.
you buy like a gram of weed or you buy a gram of coke. How many grams are in an ounce?
Well,
I guess now we got to Google it. Okay. Go. I want to continue with your study.
okay. So 93% of the participants had a sense of achievement, obviously, because they went a whole month without drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Over 80% saved money.
Okay.
They felt more in control of their drinking, and they thought more deeply about their relationship with their drink. I'm guessing
With their drink or whatever their drink
like,
of choice was?
Yeah. 76% learned more about when and why they drink.
Oh, like They learned about themselves, like self-discovery.
A lot,
I usually take acid for that. Go on.
And all of these are the rest are for 50% above. Realized they don't need to drink to enjoy themselves.
Right. Which I don't believe.
Slept better.
I do believe.
Had more energy. Lost weight. Had better concentration. Had better skin. Generally improved health. And that's what they got. That's the benefits of not drinking. Now, the main one I see here for me.
Real quick.
Yeah.
You said that when you're 100 years old, you want to tell people that you need 20 ounces of cocaine a day. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
1 ounce is 28 grams of cocaine. Woo. 28. That's a lot, dude.
All right. I'll scale it back.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. I don't know. I was just 20. I just was curious. 20 ounces.
So I'll tell them I slept in a tub filled with coke.
Great.
Anyway.
Okay, so self-discovery, sleeping better.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said the one
they needed to like study people really to know this.
No, well, they just took a survey of people and then they
just to put
decided
it out there.
Just put it out there because this trend dry January. Anyway, I'm gonna try and do this 1 month.
Right.
I mean, shit. Our friend Lewis did it for 4 months.
Yeah, and he looked the same the whole time.
Nah, what are you talking about?
Did he? I don't know. I didn't really. I didn't know Lewis really that long ago. When we went camping last year, remember we had partied hard,
right?
A couple weeks beforehand, and then I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do any partying until we go camping. And then I think I did 10 days of like no drinking, no smoking. I don't even think I smoked weed.
Yeah, you did the 21-day thing. You told me.
No. This. I only did 10 days. I didn't make 21 days.
Oh.
I only did 10 days because then we went camping. But I do remember in that 10-day period, I do remember feeling like a difference. I do remember kind of feeling like, man, I feel really good. Like I feel like I have a lot of energy and like I feel my head feels really clear. You know, I'm feeling like extra witty right now and like blah 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 blah. So I mean, I believe it. I mean, alcohol is obviously bad for you.
I mean, 2 perfect examples right here. Sleep better. They slept better. Had more energy. The 2 main ones for me, which is why I want to try this, is because, well, loss of weight.
Loss of weight, guaranteed.
And more energy.
That's all things I want in my life.
And save money.
I don't really have any money to save, but I'm sure if I stop drinking.
Well, I mean, because, the more you drink, the more tolerance you get. And the higher tolerance you get, the more you have to fucking buy.
True.
It's just like a drug, baby.
That makes me wonder if I may be so bold.
Right.
It makes me wonder, like, on what level do you drink? Because you and me, when we compare drinking habits, like I feel that like I don't drink a lot, but when I do drink, I drink a lot. I feel like. I drink. Well, I guess I drink pretty often. But anyways, you seem to have a much more high tolerance than I do.
Oh,
and you know this for a fact. Because, like the other day when we were drinking.
Right.
I was gone, bro. And you always seem to be in control.
Well, I don't know if
we were
it's
drinking
me.
EW, man. I was
Oh, like, you mean? Oh,
I had turned into like a totally different.
When Lewis started drinking with us again, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That a lot of people have always told me.
You got a problem? Tell the audience you got a problem. Okay, go.
I'm crying. I'm crying inside. Anyway.
So.
Moving on.
No. So what's your answer? That you just
to that? I mean, I just drink. Honestly,
okay.
Dude, I've drinking like
when was the first time? When did you start drinking?
At 18.
So prior to 18, you never had a drink.
No, I didn't like the taste. I didn't like beer for shit.
For sure, yeah, beer. Yeah. You definitely.
I had it. I tasted beer for the first time ever.
Do you remember the first time you got like fucking wasted, like wasted drunk?
Yeah, my 21st birthday. Yeah. My uncle took me out, strip club. It was a blur after that.
Damn.
Yeah.
The worst I ever got, I think that like I ever got drunk. Like, I mean, I've blacked out a couple times, which is not fucking fun. Have you ever blacked out?
Yeah, twice.
Twice in your whole life?
Yeah, twice.
Okay. I think I'm about the same. Actually, I think I may be like at 3 times. Nothing to be proud of, children.
Yeah.
No, but I remember, um, I was probably like 21. Nah, maybe like 22. And I was with my homie, and we were at his house, and there was a bar down the street from his house. It was maybe like a mile from his house.
Right.
Maybe like 3 or 4 blocks. So we decide that we're gonna go to the bar and drink. So we walk. We're like, oh well, we don't want to drive. If
Right.
it's a walk distance, we'll just walk. That way, when we get drunk, we can just walk home.
Right.
So we go to the bar, and this is what. See, the thing about drinking is that you kind of have to like learn how to drink. There's like a learning curve to drink. What I mean is like when I first started really drinking,
Right.
Because I tried alcohol like in high school and stuff, but like you said,
Uh-huh.
I didn't really like the taste. Like it just didn't seem that important to me at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But as I got older and partying and being with the homies and started to seem more like a good time, you got to learn how to drink. Like you can't just down alcohol.
No, yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
get what you mean. I get what you mean because I mean, my grandma used to tell us that all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you guys drink like fucking idiots when we be at
Yeah.
barbecues,
There's ways to get drunk without like getting stupid or like throwing up, but it takes time. You gotta kind of have to learn like what you like to drink. Do you like liquor? Do you like beer? How much beer can you drink? Liquor before beer, beer before liquor.
Yeah, yeah.
But so back to my little story real quick, and then we should probably move on. But so we go to the bar, and at this time, I think I was still learning how to drink and also how to like not get like too caught up in the hype of everything, because it was like me and it was like a bunch of us. There was like maybe 5 or 6 of us. I mean, we were just like raging it. Like it was like a Saturday. We didn't have work the next day.
Fucking rage it, bro.
We were just like going like ham, and we were young. We were like 21,
What were
22.
you guys drinking?
So I don't remember what we were drinking beforehand, but when we got to the bar, we started ordering shots of Patron. Did I ever told you this story?
No.
Okay.
No, this is the first time.
So it was actually with my buddy Drew, who played drums in my old band. We start ordering Patron, and like Patron is just so easy to drink, especially even though it's a liquor. Anyways, long story short, dude, I do like, if my memory serves me correctly, I did like 10 shots in like an hour. I'm not even lying.
Jesus.
So, but see, like I'm doing it thinking like, oh, not really realizing what I'm getting myself into. So I'm downing shots, and we're just like rowdy, bro. We're like screaming, like not screaming, but like we're like laughing, but like obnoxiously, like you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
just like I don't even remember anything anyone said, or like if anyone was actually making anything like any
Yeah, maybe
saying
you guys were
anything
just
funny. We might, like we just, and this is like 5 p.m. This
Right.
isn't in the nighttime. The sun was still up.
Shit.
And we're just like, blah. So we do the shots. We're there for about an hour or so, and then we just, okay, now let's go back to the house, and the sun's going down now. Let's go back to the house and continue the party. Okay, yeah, more people are gonna come over and blah 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 blah. Blah. It was at this time in my life, dude. Like we were partying all the fucking time. So we get up to leave the bar, and I remember walking out of the bar and like kind of looking at the parking lot, and like the sun was going down, so it was getting dark, but it was still light outside slightly. And I remember walking, and then that's it. And then suddenly I woke up at my buddy's house, and it was like hours later. And it was like fully dark. Like the sun had been down for a while.
The next morning?
No. Like maybe like 3 or 4 hours later.
Oh, okay.
Like mind you, we leave the bar. It's maybe almost 6. Well, I remember when I came to,
About
it was
11 or
like 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. Oh,
Yeah. So I get, and I kind of come, like I wake up like all suddenly, like like in a cold sweat and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm all like, what the fuck?
Who raped me? Who raped me?
And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck? So like, but I'm still like I wake up and I'm like, what the fuck? But then I'm still like super drunk, like my head's pounding, and at this point I haven't been drinking since I passed out.
Yeah.
So now I'm just hungover. Now I'm just
Right.
like getting into hungover mode. So so then anyways, the next day my buddy Drew tells me that he essentially had to like drag me home, that I was like I completely like lost consciousness.
Oh.
And that he said that like that like that we were leaving the bar and that we were walking down the street, and that everyone's sort of like still acting stupid rowdy and like yelling for whatever reason,
Right.
but that I'm kind of starting to like trail behind. And then my homie Drew says that he turns around because he realizes that everyone's walking and he doesn't see me anymore, and that he turns around and we're walking through like a neighborhood. This isn't like a main street. We're walking
Where
through,
is
like,
this at?
this is in Huntington Beach
Oh,
at my
shit.
buddy's house. And and he said he turns around, he looks, and that I'm like laid out on someone's lawn, just like laid out completely
In a random stranger's
in a
lawn.
random stranger's lawn. So that he comes, runs back, and he gets me, and he's like, "Hey man," because I'm like he's not. I'm too big for him to like put me over his shoulder. Drew is not like a huge guy, so he kind of gets me up, and he's like, "Come on, get up, man." And I kind of like get up like in a day, like, "Rrrr." And he gets me up and he kind of helps me walk. And he's like, "Come on, man, we're almost to the pad. Just fucking stay with us, stay with us." And I'm like, "Oh, grrr." So that he says that that he would like kind of get me up, and then I would start walking, and then that because mind you, he's drunk too.
Right.
That he starts
Oh, yeah, no
walking,
shit.
and then sure enough, he looks around and I'm gone again. And then he looks back and I'm on someone else's lawn, just laid out, just laid out, dude. And he said this happened about 3 or 4 times before we finally got to the house. And that he'd have to come and like, "Come on, man, get off the lawn, get off the lawn." And I would just be like,
We leave no soldier behind.
"Hey, that's the homie right there. That's the homie. I would have
Jesus,
done.
and I'm wondering how you're falling. Like, are you falling flat on your
I
back?
think nah,
or-
I don't think. I think
or
I
were you
was
just
like
getting down?
I think I was just like lying down. Like I would just like kind of like realize that I wasn't going anywhere, but I don't remember any of that, dude. Anyways,
So did you?
I don't mean to glamorize it. Like I know it's funny, but it's also like not that funny. Like not being able to remember what the
Nah,
fuck's
man,
going on.
that shit sucks.
Yeah,
Fucking-
it's nerve wracking.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Just stay sober, save money. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely. I mean, I do like to see now that I'm older. I know how to drink, so I know how to drink so that I don't end up like that. No, wow, okay. The other day was an exception, but
It was an anomaly, an enigma.
no,
that
because
one.
I didn't black out or anything. I remember.
Nah, you did.
It was just.
It
Like,
was.
you know what? See, that night I kind of got caught up in the hype of everything that was going on, like
Yeah.
the show, and like we were all hanging out and this
Yeah.
and that, and like, so I kind of got pumped up. So maybe I did go a little too far, but for the most part, I know how to drink now. So now I can drink, like, and sort of have a good time.
Yeah. You know, the worst thing, though, about drinking and losing control like that is
Yeah.
because I bet back then there was probably no, well, I mean, at least it wasn't as big like Facebook, Snapchat, or Instagram.
No, it was a thing. This
It
was
a
like,
thing?
I would say this was like 2010.
So could somebody like burn you, like on Facebook?
Actually, I'm gonna say no because I didn't. I mean, probably I didn't have a smartphone back then.
But so you would say it'd be like more like nowadays it'd be more.
Yeah, no. Nowadays it's very common for someone to just pull out their phone and take
Right.
a photo of you and this. But nah,
Like, could have been like on World Star.
back then you could take photos on your phone already, and yeah, no,
okay.
technology was already a thing. But I
Well,
mean,
here's a question.
but it to burn someone like that was still sort of like frowned upon. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now it's just like,
Now it's kind of like you said, like World Star.
Yeah.
Like it's everyone pulls out their phone.
So what's your favorite outlet right now?
Outlet? What do you mean?
Like service, like online service.
Oh, like a social media?
Yeah, social media outlet.
I use Instagram a lot. I don't really like to use Facebook. I don't use Twitter.
So you would say Instagram's your probably.
Instagram is the one I use the most.
How much? If I told you right now, we'll start bidding.
Okay.
I'm gonna pay you. I'm paying you. Okay.
Pay me.
To
Okay.
get off Instagram.
Get off my Instagram.
But you can go higher.
What do you mean?
So I'm gonna start off $10.
get off Instagram?
Instagram. Delete your
What
account.
do you mean, $10?
I'm gonna pay you $10
flat?
flat to to quit your Instagram. Delete it.
Okay, $10.
Would you accept it? 20, 30,
Nah.
100, 500,
I don't know if I could be.
700.
Here's how I would get off Instagram.
Hold on.
Okay,
700
to get off forever.
to get off forever. Delete it. No. 1 year.
1 year? Oh,
700.
Okay, that's different. $700 to be off Instagram for 1 year, huh?
Okay. 900. 1,500.
Oh, man. See, like
You're getting the 1,500. You just delete it. You show it to me. You get
for
1,500
1 year, huh?
for 1 year.
$1,500 is not a lot of money. I could
2,000.
blow that in like 1 week, let alone a year.
2,500.
Let's see. What could I? Okay, see. What would be in like a nice?
4,000.
I'll tell you what.
5,000.
I would get off Instagram for 6 G's a month.
a month.
Mm-hmm.
So you're talking. What is that?
So 6 times 12. I don't do math. 6 times 12 would be 2 carry the 1, 72.
7,200.
$7,200.
72,000.
72,000.
for the
Oh
year.
yeah, $6,000, huh? Damn, 72,000. I could do that.
God. All right. That's a lot of money.
Why?
And you know-
Why? Okay, so what's
here's
the
here's
point?
so there was there's another survey done at the university at Tufts University in the Health Science campus.
Okay.
So the question was, how much money will you need to leave Facebook? They use Facebook, but they
Right,
they were just using
right.
it as an example for social media.
A lot of people still. I mean, a lot of people use
So
Facebook.
the experiment that I did was one of 3, and it was a series of auctions where the participants get paid, and and I believe they actually got paid to give up
Okay.
Facebook. Now the options given were 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. So they did college students, and they also did a community survey for the 1 year. So
Okay.
what they found was a little interesting. So the average for 1 day, for giving up Facebook for 1 day, was $4.17. This was the college students.
Wait, $4.17 to give up Facebook for
For 1 day. You delete it 1 day, and you can get back on. But
for 1 day, and they would $4, huh?
Mhm,
What the hell are you gonna do?
$4.17.
See, in my
That's
mind,
an easy. That's an
but
easy
it's like-
$5 for what, $4? Easy $4.
yeah. But if someone's offering you money and you get to name the price, I'm gonna fucking oversell the shit out of that.
Yeah, which you did.
Yeah, hell, fucking yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, you want me to make the terms? All right, fuck yeah, go by
I
all
mean,
means.
what do you do on Instagram anyway? Just look at fucking titties all day, maybe.
Yes, that is true. but I see. I actually do post a lot,
Okay.
and
On Instagram?
I do. Yeah. See, you're not on Instagram,
Yeah,
so
I'm
you
not.
don't know. But you know, because Ash,
Ashley does,
Ash
yeah.
shows you the shit I put out.
Right.
It's not just me on Instagram looking at shit. I use Instagram also to like promote myself, I guess, as a musician. It's a good way.
Oh, you mean like the guys that you yell at all the time?
What?
You're watching those videos and you're yelling at them.
Oh yes. I am. I do get very annoyed with most Instagram musicians. I don't know. It's just like on Instagram. Okay. So the
So,
way.
see,
So
you-
no, hold on. Now we're on a whole nother fucking subject.
Okay, all right.
The way Instagram works, or any social media works, is it's all based on algorithms. So whatever you're clicking on, whatever you're looking at, whatever you're hashtagging, or whatever you're posting about, they're gonna feed you stuff
Right.
that sort of matches your interests based on what you're putting out and what you're taking in. So for me, I like a lot of music, and I put out music, and I
So you get a bunch of new
and I follow music
musicians.
pages, so I get a lot of videos like where I can see musicians play. With that said, women and I play the guitar, so there's a lot of good guitar, but I also see a lot of vocal stuff, people singing, people playing the violin. There's a lot of different stuff, but I see a lot of guitar stuff. And the thing about Instagram is that everyone's so fucking good, dude. Everyone is so good, and I'm starting to become like jaded. Like I'm unimpressed. You know what I'm saying? Like I see these I say it all the time. I see these people who have mad chops, and I'm not just talking about like metal like sweeping. I'm talking about like serious blues chops, serious jazz chops, serious gospel chops. There's just one guy. He plays with the church. He's a black guy, and he films
Yeah.
himself as he's playing with his church. The camera's just on him and his church, and they're in church, and the band's killing it. This guy is so fucking good, and I'm just like, fuck, man. Like, fuck you. Nah, but you know
Man,
what? He's good. He's good. But actually, him I like to watch. But I see some of these guitar players, and like, they're really good, and they fucking got the flash. But I feel like a lot of it like doesn't have any soul. I guess I don't know. Maybe I'm just being an asshole.
Sounds like you're a little salty.
I'm
But
not
you know,
salty. I'm just like, I see these fools and I'm like, okay, great. You're a fucking great player. Join the fucking club. Why don't you go write a song? Why don't you go fucking do something that people want to listen to for more than 15 fucking seconds?
well, Rev, the same could be said to you. You're such a
Nope.
great
Bullshit.
fucking-
Because I put out quality shit. I think about my audience when I put my music out. I don't think about what's going to get me off. I think about my listener. And I feel like a lot of these people don't do that. They're just like, they want to show off. And that's fine.
Now okay. See, now I understand. Now I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
Because before it would sound like
It just sounded like, and I am salty because some of these fools are mad better than me, and I'm like, man, fuck you. Okay, I'm like,
no, I get see now because before it sounded like, oh, these are really good guys. These are really good musicians, and I can't fucking be that good.
I don't know. But it's more about like it becomes an ocean of musicians. It becomes like these guys, they start not standing out anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being great and being original, or being skilled and being original don't always mean the same thing. You know what I'm saying? John Lennon was an okay musician. Paul McCartney was a much more in-depth musician. He understood music. He was a multi-instrumentalist. He knew how to write. He knew how to read. And he was a great songwriter. John Lennon, he was more about he was not a great guitar player. He was just okay. He was just an okay musician, but he was such a fucking great songwriter. And I don't know. Call me old fashioned, but
Well,
look at fucking Post Malone. Post Malone plays the guitar. He's okay at the guitar. Like I've seen videos of him play. He's pretty like he can play. He can play. He can jam. He can play chords, but he's not the guys I see on Instagram. But the guy's fucking the biggest artist in the world. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows how to write songs. He understands melody, and he thinks about his fucking audience. He's not worried about who's fucking tearing it up on the guitar. You know what I'm saying?
so what you're saying is he's not gonna take that $4.17
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about anymore. Like,
to get off of Instagram. And
okay, so the reason why I say this is so I remember where this stemmed from. The reason why I wouldn't take such a low amount of money is because I don't just use it for recreational use, but I do use it to promote myself.
Right.
So therefore, I feel
for you, it's way more valuable.
It's more valuable for me,
which is what the study was meant to show, that where we were, especially the younger crowd, because so the young college kids, what they would get paid or what they wanted average, and it could have been more, maybe even less, but average they hit 1 year $2,076
to not use Instagram,
to quit. I mean, for 1 year
to
quit. Yeah,
quit social media
for 1 year.
Okay.
Well, no, this is just Facebook.
This is just Facebook. Okay.
So I don't know what the full cost would be for somebody to get them off of whatever social outlet, all the social media that they're using. Okay. So this is Facebook, $2,076.
Mm-hmm.
The community one was much older adults out of college. The average was 1,139, which leads me to believe that the older you are, the less you care about social media. The younger you are,
true.
the more valuable it is to you, because
right.
as much time as we're spending on it, as much time as you spend on Instagram,
Yes.
I mean, obviously, it doesn't feel like a waste of time to you, like you just said.
Right.
You're promoting yourself, so to you,
True.
it's almost like a job. It's almost like your livelihood.
Yeah. Well, it's a tool that I use.
Right.
That I'm still, and to be honest with you, it's a tool I'm still learning how to use, because, you can profit from social media if you kind of know how to do it. You just got to be consistent with it.
Right.
There's ways to promote yourself, and everyone does it, dude. Everyone does it. Instagram, another great thing, regarding to me personally. Excuse me. Regarding to me personally, is Instagram is a great way to archive like clips of me performing, whether that means playing the guitar or whether that means singing, or what I don't like to do all the time is put my original music out on Instagram, because
Well, yeah, you run
a
the
lot
risk
of it
something.
isn't like fully recorded. A lot of it isn't copyrighted properly.
Right.
So I would hate to put something out
And
unprotected.
somebody take it.
So that, but like, as far as just like being able to archive my skill, and so if I were to, I put it out for my followers to see, and get feedback and get likes, and there is that aspect. But if I want to book a gig and I want to join this band as a guitar player, and they said, well, they they're like, well, what do you got? I
And
could
you
just
have
say,
your
well, check
portfolio.
me out on Instagram. I got a lot of videos of me playing, and it's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a easy, quick way to archive.
Makes sense. I mean, it's just like our homie Jrat, his
Same
website,
thing.
jratmonster.com. If anybody wants to go and check out his music,
Same
go
thing.
straight to his website.
Same thing.
He has his stuff
Same
on
thing.
Spotify.
But another, and the thing about websites is, how often do you visit websites?
Well, I
Because
won't visit a website unless.
what do you think is more productive to have, a website or an app? I don't know why I did the at the end. It just came out like that.
An app. I honestly, the app.
Right, because it's on your phone. People have their phones in their pockets. Everyone has a smartphone now. I mean, like 98% of the.
But you're not
At
going to get
least-
anybody to download your app unless you're, unless you have some type of following behind you already.
Yeah.
The website's great because he can like he has his stuff on Spotify. He has his stuff on his
Jrat.
Facebook. Yeah,
Right.
Jrat. So he can just tag that stuff and then hit the website, and all they have to do is just click on the link, and then it'll shoot them to his website.
Right.
So it'll
And-
redirect them to it.
Okay.
So, essentially, people are not going to go. He's not going to go up to somebody and be like, "Here, go on my." I mean, he might, but he's going to tell you, "Listen to my Spotify," or go on YouTube, look up JR Monster, and then from there he can leave his link to his website, and then he'll get his traffic through there.
True.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like you said, there's so many ways to use social media.
There is, and I mean, it's such a. It's a weird time. It's a weird time to be
Sharing your things. Speaking of sharing,
to be
things,
an artist.
let's move on to the
Okay,
next thing.
let's move on.
So speaking of sharing,
I could talk
things-
about fucking music and the state of the music industry for fucking the next 2 hours.
And this next one, well, speaking of sharing things like on Facebook and stuff, there was a study done by the University of Chicago, the Booth School of Business.
Okay.
Um,
You and your studies. Go.
They just did a study on this two groups. They got one bowl. There was one that had one bowl of chips, and they all had to share.
Okay.
And then the other group had individual bowls of chips, and they got their own. And they set them up so both groups were set up as some of the participants were union, and
Okay.
the other was a management. So within those groups, the union management, the other group sharing and not sharing, they had to negotiate within each other. So separately, the
Okay.
union and management, the ones with their own bowls ended up in a strike.
Okay.
So 13-day strike.
Okay.
The ones with the shared bowl ended up in a 9-day strike.
Okay.
So it was significantly shorter.
So
So what they're trying to say is if you share with like if you're in a business meeting and you share like do like a like like those Asian restaurants that do like
Right,
a
like family style.
family style, yeah, you're more likely to agree with that other person because you're sharing out of the same meal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. As
So
opposed to everyone who had their own individual.
yeah.
I
So
guess
they're saying it's a good business tactic to like
to
take your
sort of
person
like,
with you.
well, yeah, share the wealth. I
Yeah.
mean, you. Man, that was a weird thing to bring up.
Well, the reason why I brought that up
Okay.
is because sharing. Do you think that works for everything? I mean, would you?
In terms of what, like rallying your troops,
Well, there's
or
an
you're
interesting
rallying
question
your workers to do a good job.
That Ruben brought up earlier.
Okay.
Our boss at work, our friend.
Uh-huh.
Would you date a porn star?
Right. Would I date a porn star?
Yeah. Because I mean, if you think about it, it's like sharing your meal.
What, a retired porn star?
No, active porn star.
Active porn star, huh?
Yeah. Like she's like.
I'd have to be really like putting it down, to be, to send her off every day to get fucking slammed by fucking guys with huge dicks. I'd have to make sure that I have, like, my whole existence would be around me making sure that like I was fucking her the best. I'd be at the gym every fucking day,
Going crazy, like
fucking anti-inflammation.
damn, that's
pills,
like no way.
Eating blueberries.
Eating blueberries, that's what helps.
Apparently, blueberries increase blood flow. For the boner.
Like an aphrodisiac.
Yeah.
So eat a lot of watermelon, berries,
Yeah,
oysters, snakes.
Yeah. But would I date a porn star? I mean, there's a fair amount of porn stars I would like to date. Would I date them exclusively? Well, I mean, like, what does that mean? Like
date them, like
date them,
like
or
you
like,
feel like maybe
like,
she's the one.
like, oh yeah, like, so you mean like love them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Would you open up the opportunity? Would you?
I'd have to be hitting the gym every day, keeping my six
like. What if
pack
she
up.
treated you like? Do you remember that?
Do you watch porn, dude?
Me? No, never.
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 I mean, dude.
Of course, I watch porn.
Fucking dudes they bring in, they're scary dudes, man.
Yeah. Well. Okay. What if she
I'm
was
only
like
5'11"?
What if the scenario? Little shoes. What if
Oh, actually, I'm a size 13. Ladies.
Little hands. I mean, little hands.
I got decent size hands.
Enormous. Covers
They're
his whole
kind of
face.
clammy, but they're big.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Okay, so scenario. Let's say, do you remember what is the name of that movie?
Remember what I said? Hold on, real quick. Back still on the dating the porn star. What's the one phrase if your wife or girlfriend worked in porn? What's the one phrase you'd never want her to come home and say?
What is it?
Oh baby, work was amazing today.
Oh shit!
I said that to Ruben earlier. You didn't hear?
Yeah,
that?
I think I remember you did.
That's a classic. Okay, what were you gonna say?
Okay. So you would, or would not date a porn star? Like just to entertain the idea that she wants a long relationship.
It's such a fucking hypothetical that like it's almost like not even. It's like saying like, oh, would you fucking go to space? I'm not gonna go to space ever. So like, yeah, of course I go to space.
So yes, you would date a porn star.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
Do I get to choose what porn star I'm dating? Blair Williams. Okay. Go.
So
Googler children.
So you would. So there would be no doubt in your mind. You wouldn't be insecure about anything. About her going to work. Her maybe fucking maybe she's in a gangbang gangbang video. I mean, would there be certain things you would tell her not to do?
I guess like I honestly, if I would, it would. I'm not. See, the question is, okay, let's just say yes. I'm willing to put up with the fact that she's a porn star. Okay. Where do I want to be in terms of like, I know she's in porn.
She's taking care of you?
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying how aware how aware am I of what she's doing? Do I want to know?
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Would you watch her videos?
Would I watch her videos? Do I want to know like what kind of scene she did that day, or do I just sort of like, like imagine it in my head at the least like common denominator, like the the least like demeaning thing I could think of in terms of porn. You know what I'm saying?
Or what if like,
And then just be like, oh hey honey, how was work today? Oh, it was whatever. You know, like,
well, I mean, shit. If she knows, what,
or do I want her to tell me like, oh fucking, I got slammed hard today, babe? Like you wouldn't,
um,
baby.
what if you're like, okay, the mood gets intimate. You made her dinner.
Yeah.
You have candles lit. The light is dim.
Again, this is such a hypothetical that like,
I know, but
you
just
know,
entertain the thought.
okay, I'm entertaining it,
Okay.
but I mean,
Well, you're kind of blowing it off like, oh well, it never
yeah, this
happened.
because like I said, it's a hypothetical. It's never gonna happen. So
Damn it, it's for the joke.
okay, yeah, right. So okay,
So
go.
so you have candles lit. You made dinner. She comes in. She comes into the house, and you're like, all right, babe, you guys get nice and cozy, and then you tell her. She starts noticing, you guys are ready to fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And then she tells you, no, babe, not tonight.
Because
I'm a little sore down there.
Oh.
Can you get me an ice pack, please? That'd be a lot better than.
I would have. I honestly, I would prefer her to lie to me. Oh, not tonight, babe. I twisted my ankle. You know what I'm saying? Or,
I can't put you
I
in your
can't-
favorite position.
Yeah,
tonight.
you know what, babe? I can't do it tonight because I got diarrhea. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, anything's better than fucking. I just got slammed so good that I don't even know why I bothered to come home.
So it wouldn't be okay then.
I mean,
It's okay. Answer.
Would
Would
you-
honestly, I wouldn't be okay with it. I wouldn't. I would not.
Yeah, no, I mean, I wouldn't be okay with it.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, it would be fucked up. But I mean,
And then here's another thing. Like, what if?
yeah,
What if she?
that's the honest answer. Is yes, I'm not that secure.
Yeah.
to fucking have my bitch going to fucking work every day, and like, unless she was in lesbian porn, then I guess I could get on board with it.
Damn. Yeah, I guess that would be
You know what I'm
fine.
saying? Because I'm not lesbians.
And then, where she goes, same scenario, sitting down, lights are dim.
You know what's
There's
funny?
nothing-
I was gonna say like, hold on, real quick. I was gonna be like, they're lesbians. Like, a girl can't possibly, fuck a girl as good as a guy. But then like, every time I talk to a lesbian, like, they're always like, yeah, I got with this girl last night. I made her come like 8 times, like in like 45 minutes. Like what? Like how is that even possible?
Well, they know each other.
Yeah, well they know the vag, no doubt. Okay, you were saying?
Um.
Okay, so the scenario.
So yeah. So you said she does lesbian porn, right? So she
Uh-huh.
only does lesbian porn. So she shows up. You have dinner ready. Lights are dim. Candles are on. You guys, you guys are getting all cozy.
Okay.
And you go up to her and you guys are ready, kissing her on her neck, and then you tell her, all right, I think we should head upstairs.
Uh-huh.
And she looks at you and she goes,
Stop staring at me in the eyes while you're saying all these things.
I'm just trying to put you in the mood. Guess
Right,
it's not
no,
working. I'm
it's
gonna look the
not
other way
working,
now.
dude.
So you
Let me dim the lights. Okay, go.
so you look at her. Now I'm trying really hard not to look at you. You turn.
You made it weird. Uh-huh.
You turn to her and you start kissing her on her neck and you tell her, let's go upstairs. And she says, not today.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm chafing really bad down there right now.
Oh.
This girl worked me really good.
You mean if she's doing lesbo porn?
Yeah.
No, I'd be like, all right, it's all good.
Not weird.
It wouldn't trip me out. If it was a chick, it wouldn't trip me out as much, and that's the truth. And
That's
it's funny
weird.
because my buddy,
Mm-hmm.
who she is a lesbian, she has a girlfriend. And she told me that like, yeah, if my girlfriend cheated on me, it would hurt me more if she had slept with another woman than if she slept with another guy. If she slept with another guy, I would kind of like, it wouldn't really bother me that much. But if she would, because, they're both women. If she got
That's
with
an
another,
interesting aspect.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you, like,
Yeah, because if my girl cheated on me with another girl,
you would be kind of more, you wouldn't
I don't think I would be upset at all.
at all?
Yeah.
What?
At all.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. Now if she decides to leave me for that chick,
right. I was going to say, what if
Yeah.
she's like, oh, it turns out like she's fucking gay, you know?
yeah, I would think at first I'd probably be a little upset.
Mhm.
Just like, all right, whatever. Then I think back, and that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I mean, life
Fucking
is
hilarious. Fucking lying to you every day of your life.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. I mean, to put up a lie for that long.
Must be torture.
You think so? For
I'm
who?
smoking weed, everybody. That's what all that noise is. Sorry. Excuse the unprofessionalism.
But
So how did this stem from? What was it like? People were sharing their chips.
yeah, and
It was like that people. I thought we were gonna get into like what's the proper way to like manage manage if you're a manager, like the proper way to lead. But
damn well we don't we get into very obscure topics.
that's true. All right. Why don't we do one more?
One more?
Yeah,
All
let's do one more.
All right. Let me
Topic of the day. So what? I guess we're just gonna be topics of the day podcast.
Yeah, or we
Fucking
can talk. I mean, you want to
whatever the
hear
audience
a top 10 list?
Oh yeah. Let's do a top 10 list. I like that.
All right. Exotic pets.
Okay.
All right. What do you think would be at the top? I mean, I don't know how.
So is it okay? You said top 10. So okay.
So,
Let's
10
okay.
exotic
Why don't?
pets.
Oh, but you already know though.
Yeah, I know already.
I was gonna say let's make bets, but you already know. So let me. Okay, I think number one would be a pig. Is a pig
Ooh.
exotic?
Yeah. What type of pig?
Oh, I guess the pigs you see at farms. I guess right because there's I don't know how many type of
Think
pigs.
small.
Small.
Mini
I mean,
pigs.
Mini pigs.
Mini pigs. That's number 10 on the list.
Oh, really?
Yeah, made famous. Apparently,
Because of that movie Babe.
no. George Clooney had a mini pig.
A mini pig. So that means that it's not a child pig. It's just
Well,
a pig that's small.
When I read up on this, apparently a lot of these pigs don't stay mini. So you can buy them as mini, and they're super small.
Yeah,
They look dope.
Oh,
I want one of
they're
those.
fucking children,
Yeah.
and then they grow into
Yeah, and then
full-grown
they grow.
adults.
Yeah, and depending on how you feed them and how how they live, they can get huge.
For
and
sure.
a lot of people abandon them.
Pigs are
because of
also that's the thing too. Pigs are also really really smart. They say that pigs can be as smart as a 3-year-old. Now I haven't been around a lot of 3-year-olds because I don't have any children. But my niece, she's a little over 1, and like she's pretty fucking aware. You know she doesn't like.
that. I mean, you met my son. He's
right.
4.
He's 4.
Yeah.
So, but again, I don't recall meeting any 3-year-olds recently. Like I don't know how much, because when you're a kid,
Yeah.
1 and 2 are like drastic.
Well, I
and
mean,
1 they're not even talking, and 2 they don't shut up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at my son at 3, I was just glad he was able to fucking walk and speak and
For sure.
yeah, and so I didn't feel like I failed as a fucking parent. So for me, just to hear him count and sing,
But I mean, like, okay,
yeah.
well, I mean,
So I mean, I don't care how smart he is. I just want him to do the regular shit.
just at least be regular. That's great. That's a great way to bring up your son. Just be normal, you fucking douchebag. Okay, so number 10 is mini pig.
Mini pig.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Any other guesses?
are we guessing for number 1?
Yeah, if you want to
Okay,
guess
then
number
fuck
one.
it. Let's just guess for number 1. Exotic pets. Does that include birds?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
okay,
pet.
okay. Let me see. Fuck, I don't know. Ostrich.
Just rolled in my ostrich today.
Yeah, there's ostrich farms.
Yeah.
Ostrich farms.
No, ostrich is not one of them.
Okay.
You want me to give you
Parrot.
another one?
Parrot.
Parrot. Nope.
No.
Parrot's not another one.
Okay.
No.
What about
There is a bird on here.
What is it? The bird that's
There's 2 birds.
You know those white birds that are kind of like parrots, and then they kind of like their shit comes
that
up like
cockatoo?
that. Is that a cockatoo? Yeah.
I think there's a type of cockatoo on here.
Okay.
No, not a cockatoo. Sorry. It's actually something else. It's one of
Okay.
them.
What about a monkey?
There's a monkey on here, yeah.
Chimpanzee?
No. Squirrel monkey.
Squirrel monkey.
They're small.
Small. I would
Yeah.
imagine people want small.
Yeah. You know, when I
Ooh,
saw
okay.
this,
What about tiger?
no
No?
tiger.
Oh, I guess that's just
A
Mike
lot
Tyson.
of
That's just
these
Mike Tyson.
a lot of these on the list are small. So you got
Okay.
squirrel monkey.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you number 9. Iguana.
Iguana. Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Squirrel monkey.
Iguana.
Number 8, a lemur.
A lemur. Is that? Did you ever see that show Zaboomafoo?
Yeah.
Is that a lemur?
Yep, that's
Oh,
a lemur.
okay.
Also, Madagascar, the movie. They're
right.
from Madagascar.
Well,
I think they're only in Madagascar.
Zaboomafoo. Was that a lemur? Because I remember thinking it kind of looked more like a monkey.
Yeah, they kind of do look like monkeys.
But then in the lemurs, are those like that I want to move it,
Yeah.
it. Those are because they look more like
There's different
like
types of lemurs.
because they look a little bit more like rats or like
Yeah.
more mouse type. Okay,
Yeah.
lemur. Okay, that's good. What about a sloth?
Yeah. That's number 5.
No shit,
Number
huh?
5, yeah.
Okay,
They
that's
can live up
pretty
to from 30 to 40
cool.
years.
Sloths.
Yeah.
How big do they get?
Not too sure.
I remember in like I
like
saw
a
a video
medium-sized
once.
dog, maybe bigger.
Medium-sized dog. That's pretty big.
Yeah.
I remember there's like a prehistoric sloth like that was like 8
Oh
feet
yeah,
tall
the
or
huge
something.
ass one. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking sloth. Okay. What was that? What number was that?
That was number 5. Number
Okay.
6 before it was sugar gliders. I
don't
never
even
heard of
know
a
who those
sugar.
are.
Yeah, I never
Yeah.
heard of a sugar glider until Ruben actually told me about it.
Uh-huh.
He said he had a friend in high school that used to bring his little sugar glider to school
Sugar glider.
and like put it. It's like a little squirrel with wings, almost like a flying squirrel.
Oh, okay.
And would people compare them to more like hamsters, I guess?
Yeah.
And
Do they have tails?
I believe so. Yeah.
Sugar glider.
But Ruben told me that he would have him like on his back in his hoodie. He would put it in his hoodie and his sweater.
Uh-huh.
And he said that when he was at home, like the thing would be fucking flying around the room, and he would get annoyed by it, grab it and fucking throw it in his drawer and close it up in there, tell it to shut up, like just whatever. Anyway, sugar gliders. Number 4. So number 5 was sloth. Number 4, blue macaw.
Blue macaw.
Intelligent birds. They can live up to 30 years. They can live up to 50 years plus.
Okay.
And
Who would want a pet for that long?
I don't know. And
A
then
bird too. Man.
and it can learn up to 30 words.
Oh, really?
Or
No
more,
shit. And
yeah.
what is this? A monkey? Oh no, it's a it's a bird. Sorry. Oh, that's a smart ass monkey.
Talking monkey.
A damn imagine.
Damn you. Anyway.
It was Earth all along. You blew it up, you bastards.
All right, number 3.
Okay, number 3.
Kinkajou.
Kinkajou. See, I don't even know what these. I need
I asked you earlier before we started if you knew what a kinkajou was.
Well, that's right, and I said nope.
Yeah, it's like a little. It almost looks like a little lemur. Not a lemur. A ferret.
A ferret?
Ferret,
Okay.
yeah.
For sure.
Like orange, usually goldish brown hair. Anyway, Paris Hilton had one called Baby Love.
Baby Love, huh?
Yeah, and apparently in 2006, Paris Hilton was bitten by her pet kinkajou, Baby Love. She had to go get a tetanus shot. She said it wasn't bad. I don't know what happened to the kinkajou because I've never seen it.
Tetanus shot.
Yeah. She sent the kinkajou to the veterinarian also to get checked.
Okay.
Make sure she didn't have
So
any,
now we have
didn't
number
any
2 and
STDs.
now we have number 2 and number 1.
Anyway, yeah.
So, okay. Okay, number 2 and number 1. Exotic animals. Like, is a horse exotic?
No. Well, I mean, it can be, I guess, depending on the
Is
breed.
it okay? So is horse number 1 or 2?
No.
Okay,
Horse is not on the.
Okay. Cow, 1 or 2?
No. Cow.
Chicken,
No. Think more magical.
magical. Fucking a griffin.
No.
Ooh, a minotaur,
A unicorn.
a unicorn. Jesus,
Okay.
as magical as you get.
Think
just kidding,
Harry
Jesus.
Potter.
I actually like you a lot. You're cool.
Harry
But
Potter.
your followers I got a problem with. Okay, anyways, go on.
Think Harry Potter.
Ooh, an owl.
There you go.
Ooh,
Number 1, owl.
Number 2 is an owl. Wait. Okay, give me a hint for number 2.
It's got a video game.
Think Harry Potter. Oh, it's got a video game. Ooh, hedgehog.
Yeah.
Damn, fucking amazing. I was gonna be like plumber.
Yes, we have pet plumbers in the house.
This
Owls.
is our pet plumber, Mario.
Owls. Fun fact or a little fact about owls: they can live up to small owls can live up to 20 years. Large owls. 50
I actually have
plus.
an owl story. We got like 6 minutes.
Go ahead.
And it's funny that people want to I guess own owls because this is actually a bad owl story. It's an evil owl story. Okay, so
An evil. What
an
did it
evil
do?
owl.
Stab you?
It was no. Listen to this, dude. And if I didn't witness it myself, I would never believe it.
what do you fucking mug you?
No.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't a single owl. It was a gang. And no, this is a true
gang
story.
of owls.
This is a true story. This is a
Okay.
true story.
All right.
So my grandfather, my mom's my mom's dad. He passed away when I was about 12 years old. So who knows? That was maybe around like 99, 2000. I don't remember. Um, so he lived in Mexico. He didn't always live. He as long as I was alive and I knew him, he always lived in Mexico. He lived in this big house in Rosarito over there. You know, not too, little past TJ.
Right.
Still pretty like, you know, not too far from the border. Um, and he lived in this huge house. I had 15 rooms, and I kid you not, he lived by himself. I'm not even lying. He had 15 fucking rooms, and like he had this humongous house. But then, like, what was funny is that like the neighborhood was like just dirt. It wasn't even a neighborhood. It was like dirt roads. There was like one house. There was like 3 houses on like what you would call a block. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like
shit.
it was very rural in that
Yeah.
sense. And it's funny too. Like I didn't go to a lot of places when I was young, and that was one of the few places I used to go to a lot. So I always assumed that all of Mexico was just dirt roads for miles. I never I thought all of Mexico was that rural for a long time. Anyways, so he lived in this house for a long time. We would go visit. My mom, she has 3 sisters, so we would caravan there a lot of times. Like I would go, you know,
Caravan?
no, we would there's me and my mom and my dad and my brother and my sister. So that's 5 of us, and then my mom and her sisters have their children and my cousins, and we would go to
So you
visit.
guys would saddle up the horses and hook up the
Yes,
wagons.
and we would cross the border and yeah, so smuggle American medicine.
Ah, okay.
So anyways, I don't want to get too into detail, but he lived in this big house. So anyways, when he died, he died, and then like 6 months later ish, sometime after he died, we started to get word that there was some weird shit going on at my grandpa's house. Because now that he was dead,
The house was by itself.
nobody was living there. My uncle, or not my uncle, my cousin, who is my mom's cousin. So he's a lot older than me. So I kind of call him my uncle, but he's actually my mom's cousin.
Yeah.
He's the one who built the house. He actually built it. And so he was like groundskeeping. He wasn't living there. I don't actually, maybe he was living there, you know, he has a lot of properties.
Right.
But he was kind of like groundskeeping now that my grandpa wasn't there to sort of like, you know, be the caretaker of the house. So so he said that there started to be owls. Owls started to come.
What kind of owls? Like just
White
Oh.
owls. And it was like 4 or 5 of them, and they would come every night, and they would circle my grandpa's house, and they would circle it, and they would circle, and then at dawn they would leave.
Interesting.
So and then supposedly, I don't know, my uncle, he's a bit of a tall tale, you know what I'm saying? Like he's one of those guys that
Right.
like he might have told you a true story, but maybe only like 30% of it was true. The rest of it is him just like making himself seem like a badass.
Right.
So, but he's a very old school
But you said
guy.
you witnessed this.
Yes, so I'm getting
Okay.
to that.
Okay.
But he's an old school guy. So this guy, you know, he was very familiar with a gun. So supposedly he was like shooting these owls, and that he couldn't hit them. He just would shoot at them and shoot them, and he could not hit them. And supposedly, like, you know, that he's pretty good with a rifle, and that he's a pretty good shot, and that he couldn't hit the owls, just wouldn't die. Blah 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 blah. So, then we went.
Yeah.
Shortly after that, we visited, right? And we, for some reason, we camped outside. Like some people slept inside, but for some reason I remember camping out because he had like this big yard kind of area, and so we had the tents up, and there was like a bond, like a fire pit. So we had a fire going, and we were hanging out and this and that, and then sure enough, the fucking owls come, and these things were huge. And they fucking would circle the fucking house, dude. And you know, owls. When you think of a sound that an owl makes, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
The hoot.
The hoot, like the hoo,
Yeah.
or whatever. An owl. That sounds more like a pigeon. But you know, yeah. You think of a hoo, right? A hoo. I swear to God, they would caw. They would be like, ah! I'm not even. I'm not even lying, dude.
What are they asking for Coke?
No, no. I'm not even lying, dude. They'd be like, all night, dude. All night. It was horrible, dude. And they called all night, dude.
So that's why your
And
uncle was shooting at them.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so. And I remember it was so fucking terrifying that, and I was only like 13 years old. I remember we were leaving, and I told my mom, I said, Ma, I'm not coming fucking back here. I'm not coming back to Mexico. Grandpa's dead, so really we don't have to visit him anymore. He's gone.
Yeah.
So I ain't coming back to this fucking. So the word is that to wrap it up, the the rumor was that someone had cursed the house,
Oh.
and that the owls were a product of witchcraft, because get this. This is another kicker.
Right.
The owls, though frightening and though very loud, they never harmed anyone. They never tried to like fuck with anybody or fly down, or cause these things were pretty fucking big too. But supposedly the only person they would attack is my uncle who built the house.
Ah.
And supposedly that they would swoop down on him and like try to like fuck with him. And that he was the only one who actually ever got that kind of like behavior from the house.
Yeah.
So the rumor was that my grandfather was of like a super like a lot of people he was very well liked around his neighborhood and in his family and his extended family. Everyone loved, his name was Camilo. Everyone loved my grandpa Camilo. And but my uncle was the opposite. Apparently, he had a lot of enemies. He was the opposite. He was kind of a prick, and like he had a lot of enemies. And that after my grandpa died, that someone put a curse on the house and to fuck with my uncle, because for whatever reason he owed him money, or they owed it, or he did him dirty somehow.
Jesus.
Yeah. Anyways,
good old Mexico.
Good old Mexico, huh? Fucking A. And I have not been back to the house ever since. I tell you what.
We should go back once.
Have I been back? I can't recall. I cannot recall ever going back there. It's still there. Oh, you know what? Actually, my uncle maybe in a final act of redemption. Well, he's not dead, but like maybe in an act of like when in an act of like maybe trying to cleanse his soul, if you believe, the witchcraft and everything. The house again had 15 rooms. The house he donated it, and it's an orphanage now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's actually an orphanage. That's what I heard. So I don't even know if he owns it anymore. That if we could just roll up like that.
Wow.
But yeah, now it's an orphanage for little kids, and I think it's run by nuns or whatever.
Yeah, well, I'm guessing if we make
maybe he tried to cleanse.
Well, maybe
the
if we
house.
make a donation one day, we'll go and visit it.
Yeah, maybe I have to brush up on my Spanish, but yeah, maybe we can go.
Oh, we'll just take Sammy with us.
Oh, oh man.
All right,
Good
guys.
times, man. All right, man. Well, that was fun. Thanks for listening, everyone. Again, I'm the Rev and Filo. Thanks again for all your fascinating topics.
You're welcome.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Later.
Yeah, I ain't had this feeling for a minute. I've been living life and got caught in it as I'm feeling like I'm winning. Dreaming at night on soft linen. It's really hard to think this the beginning. Now I gotta fake the funk to work hard on my image. It's clutch time, so I gotta push it to the limit. My season about to start. All that other shit was scrimmage. It's a rebirth, something new but still vintage. You can see it as a blessing or a life sentence, cause they say that old habits die hard with a vengeance. You won't see my exits, but you will see my entrance. When I get up on the mic, man, I'll slap your asses senseless. My seed chilling by its mom's intestines. I'm about to add another human to this world's consensus. And to think the way I lived before was so relentless. But now my situation's changed to great and non-contentious.